Welcome back to all my Latin brothers and sisters. How you doing? My name is Hector Moya, and in collaboration with Latin Masterminds, we bring you Moya's Kitchen Concepts. I'm here today to give you a little hint on a simple way to make things a little easier for yourself. Now, one of the biggest costs today out there is food, meats, chickens. Chickens, for one, are very, very expensive. That, and people buy a lot of chicken stocks, pre-made chicken stocks and soups, and these things have so much sodium, and so you don't know what's going in them. I'm going to teach you how to make it at home. And the best thing is, with these soups, is not only do you get the stock for soup, you can make gravies, stews. There must be 1,000 different uses you can use for chicken stock. And the best thing about chicken stock is pretty much, if they ask you for beef stock, you can use chicken stock. If they ask you for veg stock, you can use chicken stock. Chicken is very versatile. Me personally, I make every stock. I'll make chicken stock, I'll make veg stock, I'll make beef stock. I try to make every stock I can. But let's go on with this. Normally, I buy my whole chickens. I don't buy pieces because it's too expensive, and I'll break down the carcasses. And then I have carcasses, and what do I do with them? Well, I freeze them. And I got a couple extra. Boom, I put them in a pot with some vegetables, and I'm going to make some stock. My vegetables, I constantly save my vegetables. My ends. Take a bag, I got some carrot ends, boom, in the bag. Got some onion ends, I cut the ends off the onion, throw them in the bag. People think, it's nothing, there's no flavor in that. Not true. You can be further from the truth. There's so much in here. I got onions, I got carrots, I got celery, I got pepper, whatever's left over. Instead of putting it back in the fridge and it ends up dying and throwing it away, put it in the bag, put it in the freezer. When I make stock, it goes in the stock. Awesome. I also have some frozen cilantro. I love fresh herbs. I always have fresh cilantro, fresh rosemary, fresh thyme. If they start to go a little bad, before they start to go bad, when they start to go brown, toss them in the bag, toss them in the freezer, boom, you're done. You now have some veg. Fantastic stuff. Now, I'll show you how to break down chicken carcasses on another episode, and that'll help you as well. But today, I'm going to give you stock, because stock is going to give you, you come home from work, the kids are a little sick, they don't feel well. You want to make them some homemade chicken soup. Take the stock out of the freezer, put it in the pot, let it defrost on the heat. While that's doing that, you cut up a few fresh veggies, throw them in, some noodles, bam, 20 minutes, bing, bang, in and out. Fresh homemade soup for your kids. What can be better? What can be better? Trust me, you're going to see this and you're going to say, wow, I should have been doing this all along. You buy yourself a couple of containers just for this. You put them in there. You put them in the freezer when you're done with it, and it stays in the freezer. Whenever you need stock, you reach in their freezer, you grab it, you're ready to go. It's that simple, it really is. All right, so I'm going to show you. First thing you want to do is you're going to grab a nice pot. I got a 16 quarter. That's what I like to use at home. You can use more, you can use less. I wouldn't go too much less because you want some in the freezer for whenever you need one in an emergency. This is how I'm going to make your life quicker and easier in a snap. All right, you're going to put it on the stove, you're going to put it on high. You want to put some oil in it. Any oil you have is fine. Me personally, I use olive oil or grapeseed oil or coconut oil. My favorite two are olive oil and grapeseed. Right now I put a little grapeseed in there. Grapeseed is much healthier than your vegetables and your corns. It's along with your olive oil, they're very heart healthy, they're very good for you. So you put it on there, you put it on hot. Now if these are fresh carcasses, I tell you, go ahead and put them in there first and let them, let them brown up a little. But these are frozen carcasses, so you don't want to do that because the water is going to evaporate from them first. So you just want to, you're going to start by throwing your veggies in. Okay, again, in here are all my parts. And I mean, I have onion pieces with the skin on, celery, carrot, pepper, cilantro, parsley, everything. Go right in there. I have a little more cilantro I keep here, frozen. I won't let it go bad. Starts to brown, boom, right in the freezer, right in my bag, boom. I have a little bit of fresh, like I said, I always have it on hand. A little bit of rosemary. Again, you don't have to put all these in here, you can put whatever you want in there. It's up to you. This is at your liking, your discretion. These are just simple tips to help you. Thyme, what can be better than thyme? A little lemony, the smell. I think they should make cologne out of this stuff. Thyme, cumin, all that stuff should be colognes for men, perfumes for women. It's a great, great thing to have in hand for anything, really. Trust me, you'll love it. Okay, then you're going to take your chicken. You want to take your pieces too, your neck, your heart, everything, everything. You save everything. We don't throw anything away. You throw that in there, bam. Take your carcasses. Okay, I wrap them up. I don't want any freezer burn on my bird. Okay. Now remember, these are going to release a lot of oil. So when you do put oil in there first, all you're doing is to coat the pan just slightly so that your stuff doesn't burn right away, because this bird will release a lot of oil. The skin is still on it. But I will show you how to clean that up. Not a problem. Toss your birds in there. That's one. There's my second bird, nice and frozen. Boom. In the freezer, in there. Leeks. I love leeks. Oh my God. They are delicious. Just making sure you always clean your leeks. But now what I do is I use my leeks for soups and stuff like that. But the ends, people throw them away. Why am I going to throw them away? There's tons of flavor in here. I wash them off real good. I put them in my pot. Now my pot. Set all that down. I bring my pot to the sink. And I'm going to fill my pot with water. And I will take my pot almost to the top. Here I got rivets. I got 4 rivets on each side. I'm going to take it to my bottom rivet. Okay? I'll add my seasoning. Once I've got my seasoning in, I'll let it bring it to a simmer and just let it cook slowly. Once that is done, I'll cook that for about 2.5, 3 hours. Then I take all my stuff out. Take all the vegetables, I've taken all the nutrition out of them, I've taken all the flavor. Put them aside, let them cool down, throw them out. Then I take the soup and I put it back on the stove and I'll reduce it by about 1/2 of what I started with. Once I'm done with that, that'll take probably about an hour or so on a low simmer. Let it cool off, put it in containers, cover them, put them in the freezer. Bing, bam, you are done. Simple as that. Put whatever you wanted. I'll put salt, pepper. I'll put some bay leaves. I'll put a little bit of cumin, some garlic powder, some onion powder. Salt, fresh pepper. Always use fresh pepper. I keep this on hand. It's fresh pepper that I grind daily. I have a little coffee grinder. I take the fresh pepper and I grind it. Simple. It's really simple. Trust me. Get yourself a coffee grinder. Bing, bang, boom. Do it yourself. Any herbs that you can do that with. Anything. I love to do it with cumin. I buy the cumin seed. Best thing about that is when you do cumin, you can take that seed and before you put it through the machine, you can put that in a pan and toast it up. And I don't know if you've ever toasted cumin. Get that nice nutty flavor from it. Fantastic. Oh my God, you would not believe it. Put it in there. Put it in your machine. Put it in there. And with the seeds, really, if you get the whole seeds, you really don't have to grind them for a stock because you're going to strain them out at the end. So, I hope you're following me. This is the end of part 1. There'll be a part 2 to this. Hope to see you there so you can see the finished product. I'm telling you, it's going to save you time and money. All right? Put a little Latin love in your kitchen. Love you. See you. Bye.